the revival of learning. I guess we typically call this the Renaissance, about the year 1000 through 1300, and perhaps beyond that. A couple of things. Well, we're going to talk about a couple of things. First of all, what caused this revival of learning? And there are theoretically two causal phenomena. We're going to talk about the Protestant Reformation, what brought about the Protestant Reformation, and then we're going to talk about what did the Catholics do in light of all those people becoming Protestants. So let's ease on. Causal phenomena. One is the rediscovery of Greek and Roman thought plus Arabic learning. This is the bringing back of Greek and Roman thought after the Crusades that we alluded to earlier. Most of the items that were brought back were Arabic translations via Alexandria. Many times the original Greek, the original Roman was there. Also, Arabic advances were discovered, particularly in the areas of science and mathematics. The Arabs were extremely advanced in science and mathematics. And, there's the hunting horn, Arabic numerals and the zero. Boy, if there was one thing that changed the world, it was this, our numbering system. I don't know what we'd do without it. Can you imagine trying to balance your checkbook using Arabic numerals? The zero is right up there with the wheel as one of the absolute first-class inventions of the mind of man. Reconciliation, and I have a little question mark there because I'm not sure that this really was. Let's say this was an attempt at the reconciliation of religion and philosophy. A priest by the name of Thomas Aquinas wrote a large volume called Summa Theologica, in which he attempted to bring together, reconcile religion and philosophy. From that book stemmed the philosophy of Thomism, also called Renaissance humanism, which many people say about, or that was supposed to be a tisk, 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 because humanism is seen in some circles as a step away from godliness. So we have a situation in which religion reigns supreme, and now we have a situation in which we've moved a step away in trying to reconcile religion and philosophy, which comes from the mind of man. From this probably springs the Protestant Reformation. Martin Luther, 1517, believed that man was capable of reading and understanding the Bible. I was raised a Catholic, and we were told not to read the Bible because we were not capable of understanding it. We needed to go to special classes to be taught by a priest who could read and understand the Bible. I never grew up on those Bible verses that all you folks down here did. However, the big point here, learning to read was critical. If man was capable of reading and understanding the Bible, then man needs to be capable of reading. What a tremendous thing for teachers. Why do we have to learn this? To save your soul. Don't you wish you had that argument today? Luther favored state-supported compulsory education for both males and females. Unfortunately, this kicked off a terrible time of bloodshed in Europe, with Protestants breaking away from the Catholic Church nattering at one another, finally getting into sword play, killing one another, killing to make up for past killings. Bad time to be a Catholic or a Protestant in Europe. Read Michener's The Source. Michener writes some wonderful books, and he has some excellent historical treatments. Ultimately, this bloodshed leads to the Puritan migration. So the Puritans are ultimately going to leave England and come to the Americas as a result of the Protestant Reformation and the Catholic retaliation. Catholic retaliation. When all of the Protestants were disappearing, a young priest by the name of Ignatius Loyola created a new order of priests called the Society of Jesus. We know them as the Jesuits today. They are the Marine Corps of Catholic orders. They were founded in 1540 to stem the flow of converts to other religions. They said, we're going to get into the teaching game and we're going to keep our people. They gained a reputation across the years as a great teaching order. Instruction and teaching, as a matter of fact, became part of their training, which is why I mention it to you. The first courses in teaching how to teach belonged to the Jesuits. More on Catholic retaliation. The Brothers of the Christian Schools, known better as Christian Brothers, formed in 1684 as the elementary education counterpart to the Jesuits. The Jesuits said, we're going to concentrate on high schools. The Christian Brothers said, okay, then we will found elementary schools and work together. The early instances of the practice of student teaching can be traced to this order, which is why, again, I present it to you. We get the idea of student teaching from the Christian Brothers. When I was much younger, I used to buy a lot of Christian Brothers wine. I haven't seen much of it around today. Wonder what happened to it. On to the university.